This is my favorite time of year, and I love getting crafty and coming up with all kinds of fun things, decorating gifts, and as a part of that, I've been doing a 25 Days of Christmas holiday crafting celebration over on my blog, and I wanted to share today this project over at Scrapbook Update and show you this video of making your own faux snow globe jars. Whether it's in a funky shop and they're very expensive, or you're looking at a DIY blog, this holiday season, homemade snow globes are a really hot item. I like to use a smooth jar versus a quilted jar to create these, because when if you're using a quilted jar and you put something in it, it is distorted and it is harder to see exactly what you've got in there. So I feel like your hard work is for nothing. Now the great thing about these projects is that they can be very quick and very simple. Where to find treasure to put in your snow globe? There's a lot of options. You could certainly try to find some vintage finds on a website like Etsy. I have been finding a lot of really great things at craft stores or big box stores that sell the Christmas villages. These are Christmas village accessories meant for, or trains. Model trains are another type of product that creates small accessories that would be great for this. So keep your eyes open and maybe in some unexpected places for your snow globe treasure. The first thing you're going to want to make sure is whatever you're working with, and these two little guys I picked up at Toys R Us, they'll have to be for a different size, because the first thing you want to make sure is that whatever you're putting, that it'll fit through the mouth of your jar and that your jar will still fit onto the lid. In addition to three-dimensional objects and found treasures, you could also use paper products as well. This is a Jelly Bean Soup banner sticker here that I'm looking at using some skewers. I just raided the drawer, and these are just skewers you'd put, with meat or vegetables on the barbecue or whatever, that I can make myself a banner. Here's a tree die cut from Cane Company, and in addition to gluing things in the bottom, you can also glue things to the inside the lip here. So I could glue this if I wanted this towards the back, I could glue it there, rather than trying to get this piece of paper to stick on there. That might actually work better. For my first jar here, I have decided to go with this moose and this tree, and I just had them tucked inside there, just making sure that everybody could fit in and everything was going to work out nicely. So when I'm ready, what I'm going to do, and I'm going to get a couple things ready here before I just start going nuts. I'm going to use some marshmallow glass glitter. This is just glass glitter that's kind of a white color. I think I'm also going to put some of this Martha Stewart coarse crystal glitter in, because I think that will go really nicely, shake all around in there. But first, what I want to do is just coat with hot glue. I want to coat the entire bottom, or inside, I guess I should say, of the lid. And I'm focusing it mainly in the middle here, but I am using a lot of it, and my hot glue is smoking hot. Please, please be careful when you're using hot glue. And I'm just going to press my moose in there, and my tree I want to be, and I did this intentionally. I have this really, really super duper hot because I wanted to be able to move this around for a minute there, and hopefully that'll work. But also, I went ahead and poured that in because I'm going to go ahead and dump a bit of glitter in here and shake the glitter around so that the glitter will coat, so that the hot glue will not be quite as obvious down there in the bottom ever. And then I just, hopefully, let's see, yep, I got them in there. So I'm just making sure they fit in there while it's still wet. And the tree needs to move just a little bit that way. That should work. And I'm just going to let that set up for a few minutes. So I let everything dry completely, and there is a little bit of glitter stuck onto my hot glue. And it's important to let the hot glue dry totally so that you don't end up getting anything moving when you go to dump it in the can. Now there is one problem, and it's happened every time I've tried one of these, and that is that when you go to screw this on, it's not going to want to be even. There's gonna be a spot that sticks, or it doesn't quite go on flat. That's actually not a problem. What we're gonna do is put hot glue all around the edge here, and then flip the lid over, because the one thing that is important is that we get a really good seal so that I don't have glitter sloshing out of my jar. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take my hot glue and go all the way around the edges here. And I do want to work fairly quickly, but because I've been letting my hot glue set out and it is very, very molten hot, I mean it's bubbling up in here, because of that, it's not going to be a problem. When I go to set this in, and I'm going to do it quickly here, and I'm going to flip it over immediately so that I can make sure I have it on straight, and I'm putting pressure on the lid so that it really gets a really tight seal on there. And I'm going to give it maybe, I don't know, 5-10 minutes just to make sure I've got a really nice seal on there. I'm going to put a ribbon along here just to tidy it up, make it look pretty. And you can see this finished project at scrapbookupdate.com.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show